Hi, this is Josh from MYOB Enterprise Solutions. This video is a look at the budget forecasting features available for projects in MYOB Advanced. The 2019.1 release introduced the ability to enter and modify budget forecasts for a project and compare these forecasts with the project's actual costs and income. Forecasts can be broken down by period and can include multiple revisions. You can create a budget forecast directly from the Project Budget Forecast screen, but as you'll most likely want to create one for an existing project, the usual way to get there is to select Project Budget Forecast from the Inquiries drop-down on the Project screen. If the project already has a budget forecast, the most recent revision will be displayed, otherwise you'll need to set up the initial version of it. Enter a revision ID, and the system loads in all of the cost and revenue budget lines already existing in the project. From here you can break the budget down into periods. Click the Generate Periods button to generate periods automatically for all budget lines based on the project dates, or add them manually for each budget line with the Add Periods button on the table toolbar. If your organization uses multiple financial calendars, the periods added here will be from the master calendar. The budget forecast shows the totals for each budget line, and a delta if the totals don't match the original budgeted amounts. When you first add periods, there will be a delta since the budget amount hasn't been spread across the periods yet. You can either edit the values for each period manually so they add up to the correct total, or you can click the Distribute button to distribute the budget amount evenly across each period. If your forecast changes over time, you can add new revisions, editing the amounts as necessary. If you end up with a difference between the budget forecast and the actual budget in the project, you can resolve this in one of two ways. If the forecast is correct, you can update the project budget by clicking the Update Project Budget button. This updates the values of the project budget lines on the project screen, with the corresponding values of the budget lines on the forecast revision here. On the other hand, if you want to keep the values from the project budget, you can update the forecast line by line. Click any budget line in the forecast and click Update Forecast Lines to update the selected budget line of the forecast revision with the corresponding value from the project. Project budget forecasts allow for detailed analysis of the budget. You can use a project budget forecast to create generic inquiries or pivot tables to break down and examine the figures in detail. And that concludes our look at project budget forecasts in MYOB Advanced. See our other videos for more information on the project workflow and working with multiple financial calendars. Thanks for watching.